Good evening, my overcomers. It is 1 minute after 7, which means it's time for Motivation Sundays. First of all, I want to start and tell everyone that has the mother out there, everyone that is a mother, that has soon to become a mother, anything like that, I want to wish them a happy Mother's Day. Actually, I just got back from taking my mom up. It's a great time. So all the people who are in close relationship with their mother, or they didn't get to do anything, I just want you to really embrace that bond. And just again, happy Mother's Day. What's going on, Emma? What's going on, Monique? Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. First, I want to start off with shout outs again. I'm not wearing the shirt, but Boomy Adesoye with Oi Photography came up with the idea. What's going on, Z's? Came up with the idea for the Healthy Brain shirts I normally wear. Shout out to my graphic designer, Brianna Curitan at With Brianna. You can find her there. Shout out to my best friend Buddha, who does. Hey, Zeddy. I didn't expect you right. Shout out to my best friend Buddha, who is bringing anime and gaming to the DMV area with Wale and Every Blue Moon Gaming. So shout out to him. You can look him up on YouTube at Anime Bay. Now, today's topic. What's going on, Daniel? Wow, people are really jumping in today. Today's topic, as it's been all week, is about financial literacy. I realized over the last couple of months that how much people are not aware of the tricks of the trades or the know-hows behind how you are able to manage your money. What's going on, Maurice? How you're able to manage your finances, manage your money, make budgets, pay taxes, anything of that nature. And I feel like a lot of this should have been taught in school, but unfortunately it wasn't. So I want to impart upon you today not how specifically to do these things, because I'll make another video, a more in-depth video about each of those topics later on, but I just want to impress upon you that you don't have to wait till you're married or have children or have your own home or out in the world by 10 years down your career path to really get into these type of things. I think if we start earlier with investment, with budgeting and things of that nature, it'll be what's going on, Brian? It'll be a better formula for success going forward. I think in school they teach us some terminology, as I said in some of my Instagram posts earlier this week. It teaches some things that we may need. For example, in finance, they teach us certain things that we might need specifically if we go into investment banking or accounting or marketing firms, things like that, but we don't really necessarily use those in everyday life. They're not exactly immediately transferable unless you're targeting a specific field. I think the more practical things that we should be taught in school is, again, hey, how you doing, Dallas? Is, again, taxes, mortgage, rent, basic budgeting, things of that nature, and things like investments besides stock, real estate. I mean, you can use health insurance as an asset, as an investment if done correctly. There are loopholes that the wealthiest people in America and other places know about because they are willing to take the time to be financially literate, financially savvy, and you hear about the big companies, Amazon. Hey, what's going on, Amazon, Walmart, things. Hey, I'm saying a lot of those big companies and big time billionaires. You hear about them, and they're making all this money, but they don't pay any taxes. Why is that? Are they doing something illegal? That may be one side of it, but it's also because they know how to not have to pay taxes because they are literate in that type of language and that type of field. So it's not always that clear cut what they're doing, but a lot of times it is because it's one of the presidential candidates in the past 2 elections ago, he said corporations are people too, and that's because they utilize the tax law to make themselves less taxable. So there are things like that. You want to learn more about bonds, even though I'm not really big on bonds since last I've checked, they weren't doing that well and weren't making that much money. But also you have to realize bondholders if a company fails, bondholders get paid first. So that's something you might want to take note of when you think about diversifying your investment portfolio later down the line. Real estate is a big game, but you have to realize it also requires a lot of capital. There are things that are coming around the market. You want to check out Funrise. That's something where you can put in less capital, but it has some way of you being able to invest a little bit of money and still make money in the market. I'm not necessarily sure how that works. What's going on there? I'm not necessarily sure how that works, but things are out there. Suffice it to say, what I really want to impress upon is that the information is out there. You can learn everything about finance, everything that you need to know, that you want to know, literally on YouTube, or pick up a financial pamphlet. It'll tell you about stock split, reverse stock splits, bonds, mutual funds, ETF funds. It's all out there. You just have to be willing to go get that. So if I can engage my audience really quickly, what are some things you feel like may be important to learn or you would like to learn more about, so that can help me cater these lives or future videos to concepts that you might want more information on, and that I can help you out with. Let me know either in a DM, or you can let me know right here live on the live stream. But anyway, I've actually been doing a lot of research. I'm really into cryptocurrency. I know it's a big popular thing right now. There are some up and coming investments that I'm interested in doing. I haven't really looked into bonds, but I plan to learn about the market. There are some people I know that are really big on real estate. I haven't invested in that yet, but I think 90% is the number of wealthy people that own some type of real estate. So that's something you may want to look for long term. Just some minor tricks of the trade that we have to, as a community, get really well versed in, because one of the reasons we may lag behind or feel like we're not making as money as our Caucasian counterparts, or people who already start ahead in a race. We have to be able to compete with them on all levels, not just culturally, fashion. It's financial, and that's where they're really. If you look at the Jewish community, they believe in generational wealth, and I think the Black community needs to take heed of that. And that starts with you as an individual, knowing how to manage your money, knowing how to make your money, make you money while you're not doing anything. If you're not waking up and your money is making money for you, then you might want to think about changing the way you do things. You always want to strive for multiple streams of income. So investment is one way to do that. You also want to think about saving a good amount of money, and that's where financial literacy comes on the budget side, when you're planning how you want to spend your money and not just spending frivolously and living paycheck to paycheck. Initially, you may start out that way. You might have to just do what you have to do, but at some point, you really want to take advantage of things you're learning. People are resources too. People like your parents, anyone that's older than you, that's already in the career path, that is, essentially already been down, and you want to ask them questions like, why did you do this? Or why should you file as single when you're married? Or why should you, have deductibles on your taxes? Or why should you give away certain amounts of money to get around? Or what does that do for you? Learn about credit. That's really big, and that's not something we often talk about. But own something, whether it's a credit card with a small interest rate, or a car, and make regular payments on that's affordable to you. These are things you want to take heed to, because a lot of times you don't, and then you have no credit, and you try to buy a house, and then you have nothing to show for it because they won't give it to you without a credit score. So those are things that you just want to keep in mind as you're going forward in your career paths in your life. You want to start a family, start thinking about how you want to organize your finances. Start thinking about whether you want to use your investments as another bank account. You want to use it for quick purchases. What you want to do with it, and start looking around besides what you hear about on the news, whether it's Bitcoin or the stock market, because there's more out there. There are more ways to make money than you think there are, and I encourage you to go seek those ways because they are out there. It's not that hard to learn because the information is out there. It's on YouTube, it's on TV, certain channels. Just go out there and look for it. Go out there and watch and see what's out there and learn the best you can. Thank you again for everybody that's watching this video that joined in. Again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Hope you had a great day and hope you're still having a great day, whether you're enjoying time out or enjoying time with your family or just relaxing. Just have a great rest of the day. Again, thank you all for watching. Next week, I'll be back next Sunday at 7 p.m. I'll be talking about time management. That's one of the biggest things, especially for me, when I have a lot of things going on, what I'm supposed to do with my time. So next week, I'll be talking about time management. Remember, the darkest night comes before the brightest morning, and the morning is coming. I'll see you all next week at 7 p.m. sharp from Motivation Sundays. Thank you all for watching, and tune in next week. Take care.